Dad rating my girlfriend's accent.
0 out of 10. 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 0 out of 10.
Well, hello. It's been a while.
It's been a while, and there was a tie.
Hold on. Okay. Let me start off. It's been a while since I've talked to my best friend Alex and Zack. It's been a while since we've had the podcast.
I looked. January 28th was our last one.
I'll
Almost 2 months ago was our last episode.
If we edit the episode, I'll make sure to
Start off with that.
Yeah, put a MIDI version. It's been a while. Pretty good. Hello, everyone. It has been quite a while since we have talked. A lot of things have happened. As the quote says, there's some years there's some years that. How the fuck's the quote? There's some days that feel like years. I'll say that second part of the quote. I can't remember the full part of the quote where it's like,
yeah,
it's like there's some years that feel like only happen in like days, and like very few things happen, and there's some days that feel like years have passed by. This has definitely been like one of the latter ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially because we were talking before this about how since our last episode we had a really bad winter storm that was a big 0 out of 10 in New England that luckily we all survived. I mean, we weren't obviously close to anything being really bad, but a lot of us lost power, including Alex. I didn't lose power, but got 3 feet of snow, and that was not fun for a while, and it happened on my birthday. Being stuck inside, but we made the best of it. So there was that. World news stuff went on.
Yeah, there's a whole war.
We had my Patriots lose the Super Bowl. 0 out of 10.
Oh, that's right. We haven't had an episode since the Super Bowl. That's right. It's been that long.
I ain't rooting for Patriots if they're still under Bob Kraft. Fuck Bob Kraft.
Yeah, no, Alex and I were very disappointed.
You know how many times I got stuck at the door at Patriots place while people were coming in and out and standing there for a few minutes? He owes me money for doing that shit.
Yeah, we won't need to talk about it, but yes, Alex, you and I were very disappointed with that, but they gave it their best shot, and I think that they're in a much better place than they were last year at this time, when we were probably talking about where the Patriots should go from here.
They played like a 0 out of 10 through the first 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter it was just like, yeah, it's a little too late.
Yeah. Exactly. But like I said, I think you correct me if I'm wrong, I think they're on a good path to being being decent, especially last year with not even knowing, like, well, when was Mike Vrabel hired?
January 12th, 2025.
All right, so pretty early. So we did know around the time of the Super Bowl he was going to be our coach. So we were going up, but we weren't sure how the transition was going to be. But they ended up being a lot better than we thought. I mean, I predicted that they were just going to barely make the playoffs and maybe win one playoff game, but I think they're on a good path. So yeah, what was your prediction?
Coach in Tennessee, he did fairly well.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and the Dolphins might be worse than the Jets next year. Just keep that in mind.
Yep. And the Patriots will have a harder schedule, but I think that obviously that happens when teams are good, because we weren't good for a while and we had a little bit of easier schedules, but as you and I talked about, that argument became really annoying.
Yeah, I don't watch ESPN anymore. They become a 0 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I only get their notifications. That's it.
But
But yeah,
that happened about a month and a half ago, and we just had the Oscars 3 nights ago. So we're
yeah,
gonna go over the winners.
we're gonna go over the winners of the Oscars and some historic milestones, and briefly talk about the ceremony and how that went on and everything.
So the first category we had is visual effects, which went to Avatar: Fire and Ash.
I was so
I,
surprised by this one.
I have not seen this
I
movie
wasn't.
yet.
I haven't seen it either. I haven't even seen the second one yet, so
Oh
I'm
yeah,
even
that's
more
right.
behind. So I'm gonna probably watch. I'm gonna watch them back to back at this point
But
when that comes out.
the one I was surprised got nominated. I watched it a few weeks ago. The Lost Bus. I mean, yeah, it looks nice, but
Some people had that as their second choice to win. I was like, really? Like, I'd never even heard of this movie before the nominations came out. But I also don't have Apple, so that's probably another reason why I never heard of it.
Sorry about that. I left. I've got pasta now. So what were we talking about?
I
but
was
we're
saying, Matt,
talking
how
about.
so surprised I was that Avatar: Fire and Ash won Best Visual Effects.
I think Matt
You,
predicted
sir, are
that
easily
one
surprised.
because I think Matt predicted that would win.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm only kidding. I am being sarcastic. It did fully expect it to win, and Matt was the only one of us of the three of us to have seen it, and you said the visual effects were still really good, and we were just
Visual
talking about
effects
how
were
the
really
Lost Bus that I had never heard of it before the nominations came out, and some people had that as their number two predicted to win. I was like, really? I never even heard of this movie.
Really?
Well,
Oh,
not but,
like
well, not until the nominations came out. He
I didn't know
said,
about it till I didn't know about it till the nominations came out, and then I was like, oh, because it's on Apple. I don't have Apple.
"Yeah, see, like the reason you probably heard of F1 was because that went in theaters."
It went in theaters and Brad Pitt, and it was advertised a lot.
it'd be
Which I'll
funny.
talk about
It'd be
that
funny if
movie.
Zack, the teacher, does not get Apple. It'd be kind of funny.
But I will talk
Good
about
one.
F1 in the category it did win when we get to it.
Yeah,
But yeah, because I haven't seen it, like Tom Brady said before the Super Bowl, I don't have a dog in this fight.
Jurassic
Which,
World squeezed in there.
yeah, no, that movie, like,
Remember I told you it was the first Jurassic Park film to get a nomination in that category since the second one.
That's right.
oh,
You
yeah,
did
that's
say
right.
that. Yes.
Well, the third one, the effects were kind of bad, and then the other ones.
What, you don't like the Dream Velociraptor on the plane going, Alan?
I laughed out loud during that.
As
I
you should.
laugh at it now. As a kid, I was just more confused.
Jurassic Park sequels can be wild. Now the second one starts and it's like a jump cut from a woman screaming as her child's presumably getting eaten by dinosaurs to Jeff Goldblum yawning.
What did you think of Jurassic World Rebirth, Matt? Just side note, because I know you saw it.
Oh yeah. Uh
Like compared to like
fine
the
compared
other
to
sequels, the recent ones.
it's a interesting direction it takes on it. People going there for to this like deserted island for a specific purpose, go in, grab something, get out, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say exactly, just in case you want to watch it, and so
For people, yes.
I don't want to spoil anything for people, but
I was probably a little brutal when I said I felt like this was the first movie I felt like that AI wrote the script, which I know they obviously can't because there were whole strikes about it. But I don't know.
um, one thing that I do like is that there's like, oh, this elite team of people in one end, and then it's like just a normal ass family with or people on the other end that we kind of follow.
Mhm.
Kind of split.
Yeah.
groups of people that we follow who are just trapped on this island full of dinosaurs that will eat you without blinking. You know?
And I know
Is it a masterpiece? No, I don't think any of the sequels have quite captured the first film enough. So
and Alex and I were against seeing this movie, but I know why. My mom really wanted to see it, and it was like a summer movie and something to do. So that's why I saw it, and then you saw it too, Alex. Probably because probably similar. That it was
Same
just
thing, yeah.
something to do. Yeah, and I mean, you can't go wrong with seeing dinosaurs on the big screen.
Right. But with that said, let's get into the next category, editing.
Film editing.
So this movie that won a few more awards, which we'll get into later, and that went to one battle after another.
Whoop.
Someone
So
was like, really, someone was being a 0 out of 10 on Twitter, saying that Sinners should have won that one. No, it wasn't Skip Bayless.
I thought I think let me look at my thing I sent you guys. I don't think I predicted that to win. I won't check this for every single one, but let's see. So I think I just gotta find it. Um, but yeah, so one battle after another one, and
Oh, you
I
picked
bel-
F1.
I picked F1 because I thought with being like race driving, and there's probably a lot of cuts and edits and going back to this. I mean, I
there's
haven't seen the
definitely a
movie.
lot of editing. It is definitely the movie I would give the
I'm
award.
saying.
I
Yeah.
would give the movie the award for most editing.
Hmm.
Not best editing, most editing.
Most
And
editing.
it
Okay, so
probably has better.
that must be. I subconsciously must have picked it because of that. So that's one I got wrong.
It has better editing than Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh,
Well, just
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay, most of
And
the movie
deservedly
does have
so.
better editing than that, but there is one scene in F1 that is Bohemian Rhapsody-esque, and I'm like, holy
Oh yeah,
shit.
you guys told me you were like Zach. What after you see F1, tell us what the scene is. I think you said it, Matt, or you both are like, yeah. What I will let you guys know when I do see F1 what the scene is.
like it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I'll let you know, and I'll see. You'll get to see if I'm right in the scene that I think it is. But yeah, one
It's
battle after another deserved it. I mean, I definitely have to rewatch the movie. I mean, I know Alex, you recently rewatched it. Did you notice that there was a good editing in that
oh
movie?
yeah, no, there was
Yeah.
Yeah, they take an impossible task of making like a 3-hour movie feel like much less than
like
that.
like an hour and a
Mhm.
half.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Like a 90-minute. So good. Sorry, I was taking a drink.
That's all right. Next one,
so
best costume design went to Frankenstein.
can I say one thing about
Makes
one of
sense.
the nominees?
Yes.
When I was watching, it said Avatar, Fire, and Ash. Right? I'm like, they don't fucking wear clothes.
Okay, so I think I mentioned this
Oh yeah,
in the
Matt did
previous
mention this.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I was like, "What is this for?" I don't know, normal people's clothes in the film, and not the like the Navi or something like that. But no, you see, what they do is I don't know why this wasn't nominated in other categories in the past with this franchise, but for Avatar they have a dedicated team of costume designers that literally design the costumes in real life for the Navi that will then be made in the visual effects.
Oh.
Yeah,
So they didn't do that for the other two movies. But they
It
did it
wasn't
for
no,
this
no,
one.
no, no. It wasn't nominated. I meant it wasn't nominated for the cat.
Yeah, it wasn't nominated in those two movies. Yeah.
Hold on, take a drink.
but Marty Supreme, they just wear fucking rich people clothes. What's so special about that?
Yeah, that
Damn.
is true. And
Yep.
Hamnet, I thought I thought Hamnet could have been like a surprise win in this one because they tend to like best costume design tends to give it to those kinds of movies in the in years past.
The
But it was
period
nice
piece.
to the
I
period
mean, Party
piece.
Supreme is a period piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there was nothing special about the costumes. Is my point.
Yeah, I'll say even Sinner's a period piece in itself had better costumes than Marty Supreme.
Right.
Well, I mean, you still gotta. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Not to say that it doesn't need to be in the category, but you need to create the specific costumes that reflect the specific decade. So in this case, it's the 50s. Also, you have to do like the costume design for all the people that are in it, how it fits the characters and stuff like that, and all of the different. In this case, in Marty Supreme, you got to have the costume design for people in different areas of the world.
Oh yeah.
So you have to do the costumes for a Japanese man playing table tennis, all the way to a man who is surviving the Holocaust, and everything in between. You're doing like costumes of the hoity-toity, but you're doing the costumes of the hoity-toity from the 50s. Well, just putting that into perspective.
One thing I will say about Marty Supreme though is I noticed it was in the editing. I was like, oh god, I hope it's not for the scene with
Yes, for the paddling scene.
That and the sperm cells and the credits and
Are those the only scenes we're going to talk about of the movie?
no.
For our listeners, that's the only scenes that they'll think those are the best scenes in the whole film, which there are many
No,
other
like,
good
no,
scenes.
we'll talk about it more.
Oh
But
yes, as we go up, yes.
all right, so the next one we got makeup and hairstyling, which also went to Frankenstein. Makes sense.
Yep.
Yep, it does. Especially Jacob Elordi. I know, which I'll get to specific good moments I liked from the Oscar ceremony. I liked how the one of the makeup artists that won said he thanked Jake Elordi for being in the makeup chair for a total of 400 hours. So imagine you're sitting total in making a movie 400 hours in a makeup chair. I mean, I know people like Jim Carrey with the Grinch. He probably was there for a while, but I thought that was funny and interesting to think about that he was in the makeup chair for 400 hours in the total for that movie.
I mean, how long was Boris Karloff under the makeup when Jack Pierce was doing the makeup?
Well, that's
Oh, you're right,
16
because that was the 30s. So yeah,
so
probably a while.
that's a little over 2 weeks.
Hmm.
That's impressive.
And I just watched the Did you guys watch the behind the scenes of Frankenstein after you watched the movie?
I did not.
I did not know.
So they said that Jacob Elordi the makeup started at 2 a.m. and I believe they would start filming at like maybe 7 or 8 a.m. So he would be in the makeup chair for like 4 or 5 hours and then would have to film his scenes.
That's insane.
Like 2 a.m., like some people go to bed at that time or like go really late or like, yeah, it's crazy. And I know Lord of the Rings, they were in the makeup chair a lot too, like for long periods of time. But just, yeah, like you said, Alex, 2 weeks, that's a long time. And yeah, I mean, this one deserved it for sure.
Oh, but
Cinematography. Oh, go ahead, Alex.
your dad must be happy The Rock didn't win in that category.
Oh yeah, he was. I'm like, Dad, look, it's the Rock.
Oh yeah,
For
listeners, Zach's dad is a dedicated Rock hater. No, I mean, not just kidding, but I mean, there's an inside joke where he's like kind of fed up with all of his movies.
that he makes too many movies. Yeah,
Yeah, he
Which
said
he
he makes
does,
too many
but-
movies, and it just became an inside joke with the group.
yeah,
which he does, but
yeah. But yeah, he was happy. I know I told him and he just did like a funny like boo when we were watching it.
I
but
definitely
yes.
gotta say it's the weakest movie in the lineup here.
Oh
the
no,
makeup.
100%. Although I haven't seen The Ugly Stepsister, but
or Koku.
yeah, but of the
Cocoa?
three I have seen, The Smashing
Mhm.
Machine, not my favorite.
Yeah. Was he the
Like,
only one that had good makeup in that movie?
They made
yeah,
him look like the guy
The
that he
guy.
plays in the movie,
oh yeah,
Mark Care. But
Mhm.
then like Mark Care shaves his head, and I'm like, then I'm weirded out because now it's like, oh, now he kind of looks like The Rock, but now it's just Mark Care hair shaved.
right.
It's weird.
Mhm.
And I also thought Emily Blunt was a bitch in the movie, but that's just me. But yeah, cinematography went to
All right. Yeah.
Sinners.
Good.
Good
Yeah,
cinematography, yeah.
yeah, especially that last scene with the sunrise. The sunrise.
I also could have been good if Train Dreams had won this category as well.
I had good
But
cinematography.
It did.
I went with Sinners personally.
Mhm. Me
I
too.
remember you
So
telling me you were surprised to see William H. Macy in Train Dreams, which I was too.
Yeah, I
yeah,
was like, is that,
I don't remember. I think I was like, oh, it's William H. Macy. I didn't know he was a hit. I should have known. I thought. I don't know
yeah,
why I'm
I
surprised.
was just like, because I didn't really know a lot about Train Dreams when I watched it. I mean, I know basically what it was about and what from you guys briefly told me about it, but I was like, is that William H. Macy? And I'm like, oh yeah, it is. That movie, I wish that movie could have came out in theaters. I feel like that would have been a good movie. Just a side note to experience in the theater because it's really it's. I mean, it's obviously it is a movie, of course, but like I feel like it's very whatever the word would be for like an experience in a movie. Like I felt like it was an experience me watching it. Like I felt like I was there, and I felt like it would have been seeing it in the theater would have been cool.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
was
feel
that one
like
of
Sinners in one battle after another would be good like IMAX experiences. Although we saw one battle after another in 70 millimeter.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
cool. That was really cool. In
Um,
VistaVision.
Marty Max, Marty Supreme.
Yeah, there that
Uh,
cinematography.
also,
Yeah.
I love the sort of grain look of that one too. So
Yes. Yeah, that 70s look. Like people were saying it looked like a Scorsese film from the 70s. Or just a film from the 70s in general. But
yeah, so it's just a
yeah.
good lineup all around. But
Mhm.
I'm glad Sinners won this one.
And the first female to win best cinematography.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at that.
that's right. Yeah.
Yep. So that was really
Yeah,
cool. I didn't know that.
yeah, this whole category has been not only that, first woman of color to win the category as well. So for the last like nearly 100 years, this has been a sausage fest.
Because the yeah, it has been. And I the way to put it, I just thought she would have been the first woman of color. I didn't realize she was just the first woman to win. Like I was blown away by that. Um yeah, Academy, no more can we get more no more sausage fest categories. Let's have a woman win in every category. I mean,
At,
that
That's
at
not
least
deserves it, of
at
course.
least
That
once.
deserves it.
At least once. You know,
Yeah,
not to say that
one.
you shouldn't do it ever again, but at least
Hmm.
especially if they deserve it. Especially if they deserve it.
Yeah.
yeah, stop being a 0 out of 10.
At least the at least in actress and supporting actress, at least a woman does win in those categories.
Hmm.
Um, as opposed to like the Razzies, where a man is one of those categories.
I mean, look how long it took Best Director to go to a woman.
Yeah,
Like
it's like
80 years.
20 09 or like 2010, I guess technically.
Oh, Catherine Bigelow, right?
Yeah.
She was the first one. Yeah.
When was the first nominated woman? Zach knows this.
Oh God,
I
I don't
do
even
know this, so
know.
don't go by me. Alex probably won't
Alex, do
know.
you know?
I don't.
I don't think he does. Zack, give it to him.
The anticipation. I don't want to mispronounce her name.
Do your best.
Nah.
Hold on, because I don't want to. Lena Wertmuller.
Yeah, Lena Wertmuller for Seven Beauties.
Yeah, Matt said it better than me, but yes.
Yeah, see, that's why I wouldn't have known that because I don't know what that movie is.
Mhm.
It's from 1976. It's one of the few years where two directors were nominated for foreign movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mhm.
the other one was Bergman for Face to Face.
Yeah, because Matt and I've talked about that year, and also just that's always a stat or fact from the Oscars that I just have ingrained in my brain.
I always assumed she was German because of her last name, but
Mhm.
then I'm like, oh wait, she's like Italian. Of course, it's an Italian movie, so I'm like,
Mhm.
kind of questioning it, and it turns out their family is she's from a Swiss family,
Interesting.
which makes more sense.
Yes, it does. So then we have best production design went to Frankenstein. So Frankenstein swept the craft categories for like production design and makeup and um costume.
The arts and crafts.
The arts and crafts. There we go.
speaking of Frankenstein, though, there is something I'll bring up when we finish.
But yeah, I think this one deserved it. What did you guys think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely had the showiest production design.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I wouldn't
I
mind if
mean,
Sinners had gotten this one.
Sinners would
Uh,
have been good.
Mario Supreme is also a good one because they also had to uh,
The like ping
create a
pong
set to
under
kind of
ping, yeah.
uh, to evoke like 1950s New York,
I was gonna
which is
say the
pretty cool.
streets and everything, yeah. And the like the underground ping pong scene or circuit, I thought that was good production design, just being dark and having all the ping pong tables.
So this next one, it's a category that was new this year, or was it
Yay,
last year?
new category. A
There's
long
not going to be
time
another.
coming.
There's not going to be another new category until for another 2 years, and it's going to be best stunt work or choreography, I believe.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm
So
wrong.
this
Yeah.
casting one
Just
was.
in time for Mission Impossible's franchise to end.
I know.
So
They'll probably have Tom Cruise present the first one. I'm predicting it right now.
so this casting one, it is new this year, right?
It is new. This is the
Okay.
first new category since Best Animated Feature in 2001.
So this one went to one battle after another. I mean, I get it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think I know
Leo,
why this. I think I know why this one won. And do you guys guess why I think this one won?
Leo, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro.
Yes, yes, definitely that. That goes into it. But I was also going to say that them casting, or in this case, the first winner. So this category won't have that problem, Matt, not having a female winner. Cassandra Kulakundis.
Yeah.
I was going to say I thought about this after. I was like, I predicted Sinners to win this. I'm surprised Sinners didn't win. But then I thought of how Chase Infinity was casted and how that was her first major role or first role in a movie. So I feel like maybe that is the reason why this movie won. But I mean,
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense.
yeah, just my theory. I have no evidence of it, but I thought with maybe that kind of this put one about after another to win this category over the others because of I mean, people are saying Chase Infinity should have been nominated for Best Actress, which was pretty amazing for her first movie.
So
And
let's
if
see.
that happened, would that have been the first time in a long time that a movie had acting categories in every category?
Oh yeah.
maybe like
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
1976.
Yeah.
Am I wrong about that, or
No, I think you're right.
Oh, you're right.
I think it was Network. There was
Yes.
actor was Peter Finch, actress Faye Dunaway, and those were the winners. Supporting actor.
Wasn't it?
There was
Oh,
a
wait.
supporting actor and a supporting actress, and she also won supporting actress. I know that, even though she's got like
Oh,
she
she,
wasn't
she was
really
in
best actress.
Poltergeist. Beatrice
Her,
Straight.
yes. Who was the supporting actor from Network?
Oh, what's his
Was it
name?
Robert Duvall?
No, it wasn't Duvall. It
What's
was
that guy's name?
God. I can. I think
All right,
I
I'm
know
gonna
it off the top of my
I'm
head,
gonna
but hold
cheat.
on, I'm looking. Yeah, no, I'm looking right now. Ned Beatty.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes.
also nominated for actor was there was 2 nominations for best actor for Network. It was obviously Peter Finch, who posthumously got the award, and then there was a already winner. I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head so I don't look. You know what? I'm looking. William Holden.
Yes.
I was trying
William
to
Holden's
remember his
in it.
names. I was like, I'm like, Stalix 17, Sunset Boulevard. I know his name.
So this next category went to F1, Best Sound. That's pretty much all the movie is.
It's sound. Yes.
It's sound. It definitely does have good sound. I would have given us to Surat, which is a movie that is where sound is incredibly important. Basically, it's about raves in the Moroccan desert.
Oh yeah, I think I know what that is.
It was the last movie I had to watch all of the nominees. Not to brag, everyone, but I actually saw all 50 of the nominees at this Academy Award.
Yeah.
Yep. So I am a pretty good authority on all of these pictures, if you want to call them that.
Yes, that's what my grandfather used to call them. Pictures. The movies. Hence the big one, the big Kahuna Award, which we'll of course end with. But yeah, best sound, it deserved it. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I just from the trailers and everything, I've heard about it from you guys and everything that yeah, best sound. Although the other nominees, I mean, sound was important for them too, so hence why they're
Right.
nominated for best sound.
So this next one, Diane Warren lost again.
Yeah,
Man,
they only performed 2 freaking songs. They couldn't perform all 5 songs. They can only perform 2.
they haven't arrested her for her crimes and the trafficking. What the hell?
Yes.
Okay, so for all of you
Yeah.
that don't know, so there's a joke online about Diane Warren. Just the fact that she, because I think it's mostly her haircut, bears a striking resemblance to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh yeah. I
Oh
see it.
yes.
But don't worry, she's seen the joke and she thinks she also thinks it's funny, and she has reposted it on whatever platform she uses. So
Yeah, no,
she-
I see it.
she's got a fucking sense of humor, as seen in her documentary, which was nominated and lost.
Yeah, and I know she said after the Oscars, she's like, you know what? They were like, are you like disappointed you haven't won? She's like busy. She has a good sense of humor. She's like, no, I'm actually like this is actually better. I just keep losing. It makes it more memorable.
It makes
But
it
within-
more of it makes more potency of the joke, and it gets your name out there. So I've got slightly more respect for Diane Warren after watching the documentary.
Was it about her career, Matt?
Yeah, it's basically about her career. Yeah.
Hmm. That's
And,
cool.
and frankly, I will agree with one of the conclusions of the movie in that she probably should have won the Oscar for her song from The Hunting Ground over the awful James Bond song that Sam Smith did.
Oh yeah, we talked. Yes, we talked about that. Not on this, but yeah, off
that was
out the
Spectre,
pod.
right?
Yeah, that was for Spectre. It was the writings on the wall.
Oh yeah, that song was terrible.
Yeah, I don't know why they were picked for. Maybe they could have done Sam Smith. They could have done a better song. This was just not. I don't like this song.
Yeah, and I saw Sam Smith in concert, and they were really good concert. Yeah, it just maybe a better written song would have been better. And then he had to say he was like, "I'm the first openly gay Oscar winner."
Yeah,
And then
at the time, I think Sam Smith was not did not come out as non-binary. Am I correct on that?
you're correct
Yeah.
on that. Yes,
Okay.
and he was, and they were wrong about that as well because the first Oscars I ever watched, and he came out about this. Dustin Lance Black, who wrote Milk with Sean Penn, I believe he was the first. At least he believes he is the first openly gay
course he
Oscar
does.
winner. I mean, there might have been.
Because
I mean,
all of them have been fucking in the closet. I'm gonna tell you that. All of them.
yeah.
All of
What
them
am-
hoes. It's been a big Hollywood secret, but nobody knew. And then they win the award, and it's like, haha. And then they die, and it's like, yeah. Turns out they were really gay. Charles Lott
But
was gay.
Mhm.
But what did win in this category we're talking about here went to a song in K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
golden.
Are you telling me that the song that has been in radio play for months now and was the #1 Billboard Top 100 song
And it won a
in
Grammy.
2025 that also won a Grammy? Are you telling me that's also the one that won Best Original Song at the Oscars?
Yep.
I think he is.
Color me shocked. Color me surprised.
The I Lied to You performance at the Oscars was really good though. I mean, so was the K-pop Demon Hunters performance of Golden.
Don't show Timothy Chalamet that because there's a ballet performance in that.
Yes, there was, and by a famous ballet ballet dancer too. Let me just get her name. She was at the Misty Copeland.
Mm.
So she's a famous ballet. She's a famous um, ballet performer.
Golden's a good song. I probably would have wanted I Lied to You to win. And
Mhm.
let me tell you, if any of the songs from Testament of Anne Lee won, it
Oh,
would have been sweet. Just imagine them Amanda Seyfried up there singing I hunger and thirst. I hunger and thirst. Would have been
oh my
awesome.
god. I'm just picturing, I'm remembering what Sean was talking about.
Oh,
a
what?
few-
That Amanda Seyfried had like a
Authentic asshole or something. I'm like, how do you know this?
Oh yeah, she had a prosthetic anus and a fake merkin for the movie. Yeah.
And of course, Sean went into great detail about that.
And hasn't seen it,
No, he
Yeah,
hasn't.
but neither
and
have
he'll
the
probably
Oscars
never
for
and he'll
it.
probably never see it.
But
Yeah.
the next category we got here is for score.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3-time winner
Ludwig Göransson.
Göransson.
Yes, Sorensen. Yes, you
You owe
got
me a
it.
Coke.
He just won it for
Yeah,
Oppenheimer
Jinx.
2 years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, he won for Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
And he won for Black Panther.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get why this won.
Yeah, music was excellent in it. I mean
The
they all had really good music. I thought Begonia's music was underrated. I thought that had a good score.
See, the thing about Bugonia is
That's
like,
just so weird.
well, that, and I remember it well because it doesn't have sex scenes every 5 seconds. So
But yeah, this was a deserved pretty stacked category. You also have perennial favorite Alexander Desplat with Frankenstein. I thought if there was gonna be a spoiler, maybe that, although One Battle After Another with Johnny Greenwood, I know that score was talked about a lot too. So but yeah, great category, pretty stacked.
all right, so we're gonna get into the short films, which I'll be honest, I haven't seen any of these. I know Matt has.
I
But Matt
have.
has. So Matt can talk about the winner of each of these.
All right. Best animated short film. The winner was The Girl Who Cried Pearls, which in terms of animation, I think is really nice and really stylized, but I don't know if it's my favorite of the five. I personally would have gone with Butterfly, which is a fantastic sort of painted animated short about a real life Holocaust survivor, the French Algerian swimmer Alfred Nakmenshi. Yes, I did read that off the Wikipedia page. I'm sorry. I would have went with that personally. I think that The Girl Who Cried Pearls, I didn't love the ending. I'll just say that. Not that I just feel like I needed more to chew on in the movie, and I just really loved all of Butterfly, for instance. Forever Green is also good. It's kind of got that sort of Disney-esque appeal to it that I feel like a lot of people would have really liked.
Yeah.
Next up, best live action short film, and
There was two of them.
Zach.
There was a tie.
Yes, this is the first tie since what the ceremony in 2014.
2014 when Zero Dark 30 and Skyfall both won best sound mixing.
That'd be
Mixing.
2013. You uncultured swine.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was off by 1 fucking year ceremony wise. I'm so sorry. In fact, I was about to disconnect and storm off and then join back, but you know what? And to keep the recording going, I'm not gonna do that.
I just wanted to be the asshole.
No, yeah, no problem.
We
So,
all know what you meant.
The 2013 ceremony.
The
My
one where
bad.
Jennifer Lawrence fell down the stairs.
Yes.
Okay, so the winners of best live action short film was The Singers and Two People Exchanging Saliva. So The Singers is basically about a bunch of people at a bar stuck in a snowstorm, and they have like a singing contest, like an improvised sing-off. And Two People Exchanging Saliva. I think people have accurately called this Todd Haynes' Carol if it was directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. Aesthetically, that is kind of accurate, I guess. It's basically set in a world where kissing is banned. It's considered inappropriate, so you can't do it. So they do things like like not brushing your teeth and eating like garlic foods or like really like stinky foods, stuff like that, because it's a crime, punishable by death.
Jesus Christ.
You know, and also
Crazy.
payment is made in the forms of slaps to the face.
What the hell?
Yeah, so it's
That's
interesting.
nuts.
That is nuts.
These were two really good shorts. I know The Singers you can find on Netflix, and Two People Exchanging Saliva you can find on YouTube from The New Yorker on their YouTube channel. The others were pretty good. My personal favorite was Jane Austen's period drama because I thought it was really light, and I liked the production design. And
That's the one I picked to win because of what you said about it.
yeah, I just thought it was kind of silly, and I kind of had fun enjoying it.
So not only was I wrong.
Now, do I think do I think it was the one to win? Probably not. But it's one that it's the one where I enjoyed it. I had a little chuckle.
There was a tie, and I still got that one wrong.
It's no problem. I probably would have thought it was going to be Friends of Dorothy with Miriam Gargoyles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was only the 7th tie in Oscars history.
So we got one more short film category.
Oh, yes, one more short film.
And it was Best Documentary Short Film. And that one went to All the Empty Rooms, which is basically about Steve Hartman, who goes to a couple rooms of shooting victims, school shooting victims from the last couple years, and basically documents their empty rooms, their empty bedrooms, and how now it's not going to be occupied anymore. It's definitely, I think, it is the best nominee in the category, so I'm really glad that it's the one that won. And it's also available on Netflix if anyone's interested. Armed Only with a Camera is also pretty good. It's about Brent Renard, who died in Ukraine during the war. And The Devil is Busy, which is available on HBO. It's about a day at a Atlanta abortion clinic, and how the day starts, and very how there's so many protections that has to go on to make sure that people go in and get the health care that they need and get out, right? Because the day starts and then protesters just start up. They just start up in front of the abortion clinic.
Of course.
They do their thing and they yell and they got their signs, and it's like, do you have
zero out of 10 people?
Or...
Yeah, 0 out of 10 people. I always say, do people work anymore? 0 out of 10 people. Just
that's what my grandmother would say with all the cars on the road.
Yep, that's what I say. There's 1,000 cars on the road at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday.
That's what we get. That's what we get to do with the gig economy. They're all Ubering.
Yeah, that's true.
But then we have documentary feature film, which went to the Putin documentary.
Mr. Nobody Against Putin. Don't go up against a film about
Ukraine.
Ukraine war. Don't go up. Except except I guess last year, but no other choice was probably one of the best documentaries this decade. So
yeah.
Was that the category where Jimmy Kimmel was Trump's gonna be mad that Melania wasn't nominated?
Yes. Yeah, he made that joke.
I know he was only kidding, but
yes, no, he was, of course, yes.
Wait until he gets Razzies or something.
Oh my god!
Next year,
he's gonna be pissed.
I mean, not that Donald Trump, 2-time Razzie winning actor, would care, but I mean, he probably cares a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think he said anything about this year's Oscars, which I was surprised about. I mean, they made they made references to him briefly, like not too much. Like I don't like Conan like made 2 or 3 references to him and didn't even use his name, which I thought was kind of funny. But I don't think he said anything about the Oscars. Usually he just says it's low ratings. People people don't see these movies. I don't know why Gone with the Wind can't win Best Picture. I don't.
Well, you know what?
That was his. That was
No.
his. That was his rant when Parasite won.
Ted Cruz went off on that rant for him this year, I think.
Oh,
We'll
like
get
a
it.
dog, like a dog on a leash, like a dog on a leash. He
Yep. Ted Cruz.
is licking the boots of the guy who called his wife ugly. What a fucking weasel!
Yeah.
So this next category, I'm a little surprised by what won because I picked something else.
All good.
International feature film. I thought the Secret
International.
Agent. I thought the
Yeah.
Secret Agent was going to win that one.
Same. I
And then-
actually kind of thought Secret Agent was going to win this one.
hmm
Not that Sentimental Value isn't a good film, but I just thought
You just thought what?
Yes. What was your thought?
well, I mean, I just thought it was going to be the winner over it. That's all.
Oh. Okay. I was saying you on pause, so I wasn't sure if you were going to say something like else.
No, it's just because my thought went to something that just seemed like very a bland end to the sentence. So I kind of was like, oh, I'll just end it there.
No, you're fine. And
Sentimental Value
I-
is still a good movie. It's just
yeah, I the only reason I predicted Sentimental Value to be honest was because it had more nominations than The Secret Agent, but I mean that was not really good logic, but I guess it ended up being good because Sentimental Value did win, but I mean I could see The Secret Agent probably got if they
If
did
they
release
probably
this,
got
which
that
they never do,
because
it probably got the second most votes.
I think I went with Secret Agent too because of it won at the Golden Globes.
Yes,
right.
that's right. Yes. And I feel like it was more critically acclaimed, slightly more critically acclaimed than Sentimental Value. But it was a
Right.
good, strong category, though. It was just an accident. I mean, I thought that had a chance to win too.
Yeah,
That
it
just,
did.
wasn't as good as the other two.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
thought.
I think it's the opposite. I think it was just an accident is the best one in the category. Although a category that does not have no other choice.
interesting. Just showing that movies are subjective, which is cool.
It is, yes. In fact, this
Yes,
whole award ceremony is subjective. It's just
it is.
what a specific group of people, and then people will get pissy because the specific one didn't win. So this is all subjective. We should stop talking about it. No, just kidding.
But
Yes,
the
no, I
next
mean, it
one-
goes without saying that there's great movies that came out this year and every year that aren't even nominated. So,
So this next one, it's a category where another one where I thought I predicted one movie to win, and then I forgot this other movie existed. So I knew it wasn't going to be either of the two Michael Mouse movies.
Nope. Especially not
And then-
India. Maybe
And-
Zootopia because it's like the highest grossing American animated film of the year. I have to say that because of Nezatu.
yeah.
And then Little Amelie, that's a good one.
That was my favorite of this lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Arco, which I had predicted to win for a while. I watched the English dub of that, actually.
And Natalie Portman was the producer on Arco, so she could have won another Oscar if that won.
But
That's
she
interesting.
had a voice in the English dub. I think she was one of the parents.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so old now. Now she's playing the parent roles. Although she has been for a bit, but
So, like I was telling Zach, Will Ferrell and Andy Samberg are like these the guys in like the different colored suits. I don't know if they
Yeah,
were like,
okay.
are they like
Yeah, Zach.
brothers?
So yeah, they're all brothers. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's Will Ferrell, Andy Samberg, and Flea, which is very funny that it's Will Ferrell and Flea in the English dub, right?
Right.
They're brothers, and they believe in the existence of like what Arco is, which is basically, well, they don't really know what they are, but basically time traveling people from the future who wear rainbow suits and use like the suits to sort of time travel through light. So they believe in the existence of these people wearing rainbow suits, and they're trying to like
Mhm.
document them, and they find like they see Arco, and they're like, "This is our chance now."
So Will Ferrell was the one in the salmon colored suit, and he would always get like so mad.
funny because it's funny. It's always funny when Will Ferrell gets mad.
Um,
So they're kind of like put up as the sort of antagonists of the film, but then they kind of are cool towards the end and help them out.
Mm,
Pretty cool.
that is cool.
Yeah, they're
but
like
the
boogieing
movie,
around with them too, so it's pretty cool.
but
But
when
the
I
movie
watched
that won,
was K-pop Demon Hunters, I watched
Yep.
Arco, and then I was like, oh wait, K-pop Demon Hunters exists, so that's probably gonna win.
I mean, it's the most watched Netflix movie of all time.
I mean,
you
you
know what?
haven't
They
seen
always say
it.
that, and I believe it.
Yeah, I know. Me too. And that movie was just K-pop Demon Hunters was just everywhere this year.
Yeah,
Um,
when I was surprised that the Netflix movie that came out on Netflix, then like a month later had like a sing-along version released in theaters, I'm like, oh, I guess this is big.
mhm.
And then when one of their songs becomes a
Number one song.
Grammy-winning #1 Billboard Top 100 song, you know, and I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, I guess it is gonna be a very big movie.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I get with that one. I mean,
Yeah, and like I said, it's a good movie. I don't think it's my favorite of the year, but I'm not going to go up against K-pop fans. They got shooters. I ain't trying to beat up. So
And it took
Zach,
down
you
two
still have
Disney
to,
movies.
you still have to see that one, right?
I
K-pop Demon
do.
Hunters.
Yes, I do plan on seeing that. Yeah, I just ran out of time, with Zero out
Right.
of 10 Storm and everything. But yes, I will definitely check that movie out while I have Netflix. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it. I know it's talked about a lot. I mean, I work in a school. I mean, the kids that are in my school, the high school kids, are a little bit on the older side for K-pop Demon Hunters. I mean, there might be. I just don't. There probably are K-pop fans at the high school I work at, but I
oh yeah,
just
K-pop Demon Hunter would go like mad crazy amongst the middle schoolers.
yeah, exactly, and like they even like maybe slightly like yeah, more like middle school, but there's probably a few high school kids that like it if they like K-pop and stuff. But yeah, I want to check it out. I'm excited to see it.
But next we got the writing. Adapted one to One Battle After Another, and original one to Sinners.
I
I
think
didn't.
considering, I think this is how the was this how the Writers Guild also turned out?
Um, I think so, because then wasn't that ceremony canceled
Was
or
it?
was postponed? It was. No, maybe it was there was something going on with like one of them was postponed. But then I guess they had it. It was like oh, you know what it was? It was the the West WGA. Like they had like an awards thing that was like postponed. Um, because of like some like staff. Oh yeah, it was canceled. Their Los Angeles award show. Because the WGA West refused to ask attendees to cross a picket line established by its employees. So it was like a whole um staff thing. But is the writers but I don't know if that's different than the Writers Guild Awards. Let me see. Um,
Hey, the Writers Guild of America Awards. Yeah,
okay,
it kind of went to the same
okay, so it's
same
different than the. Okay, my bad. That was West Coast WGA, and then there's East Coast. They must have their own separate thing. But go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, it went adapted went to one battle and original went to Sinners just as well. So,
Okay, just as well, so the same. Okay, I
but documentary screenplay went to 2,000 meters to Andriivka. The other Ukraine Russian war
mm,
documentary came out this year. Personally, I think it's a
yeah.
little better, but
Mhm.
what do I know? It's also one of the highest grossing documentaries of last year on Letterboxd. But what do I know?
Yeah. I thought I just like did sometimes I do like a surprise like going against what the predictions are. I thought Hamnet had a good chance was going to win best adapted screenplay because I thought that they would maybe give Hamnet and one other Oscar instead of in addition to the one that it did win, which we're going to get to in a sec, but yeah, I
To be
thought
Yeah.
fair,
Hamnet
yeah,
had a
I
good.
thought that's also possible for something like that to happen. Like I wasn't expecting 2 years ago when American Fiction won this category.
Mhm. Oh yeah, that's right. And then Sinners winning original screenplay. I was really happy Ryan Coogler um, won this, and deservedly so. It was a very original, pun intended, movie like the others here.
I
So
believe this is the first Oscar for both Ryan Coogler and Paul Thomas Anderson, of whom it
woo!
has for about 25 years been a joke that he has never won an Oscar. So, but now that is no
Yay
longer.
PTA.
It's like the Leo thing.
Hmm. Or the Wes Anderson thing.
Well, he has an Oscar now.
He does have an Oscar now, but before, yeah.
But I mean, for short film, but still.
But still, yeah, and like Leo. Yep. Alex, were you happy with Paul Thomas Anderson finally winning an Oscar? This was the first
Yes.
one that he won of the night.
Of 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 one, like you said, we'll get to in a second.
All
But
right.
yes, I was happy for him.
Yeah, very good. And he had a great speech that I was probably my favorite of the night where he mentioned his kids and how he hopes that the world that they grew up in that they can bring some more decency and stability for the the mistakes and mess that his generation has made in just regards to just a lot of different things. So I really liked that he mentioned his kids and how he wants them to be a generation that can better improve our world. I thought that was sweet.
So these next two, I didn't think they were gonna win because of how the Golden Globes went.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I thought
You
it
were
was gonna be.
wrong, at least with one of them.
So I thought it was gonna be Tiana Taylor because of the Golden Globes, and it went to Amy Madigan for Weapons,
Hmm.
which was probably my biggest surprise of the night.
I must
I
say
I
I
only,
was
yeah.
completely wrong on what I personally wanted versus what I actually wanted with the performance categories. Um, Although the one that I am at least the two that I am okay with that I really like is Amy Madigan and our supporting role winner, who we haven't gotten to yet, so I won't get on that. But I don't know. I do like that Amy Madigan got it, but this was also a stat category, so um, probably would have gone with Tiana Taylor. Would have been cool if Inga Lialis also got it for sentimental value because it's one of her debut performances. It would have been kind of cool. Musaku is also really good, kind of a heart and soul of Sinners in a way.
Yeah, I thought she could have won too.
So like I said, it's a really stacked category. So it could have really gone to anyone, and I could have been fine with it.
I loved when she accepted the award. She did the Aunt Gladys laugh. She was like, I thought that was really funny.
So this next one, right? I thought it was going to go to Stellan Skarsgård because of the Golden Globes.
The Globes feel like years ago.
I know,
They
but
really do.
it went to someone who decided to not show up.
He was too busy figuring out how to melt down the Oscar he was about to get and give it to Zelensky for the war effort.
Yeah, he was in Ukraine during the Oscar ceremony.
Oh, I just thought he was being a 0 out of 10. Whoops.
Well, I
It
mean,
was Sean Penn for Colonel Lockjaw in one battle after another.
yes. I mean, he deserved. I mean, that was a really good performance.
It really is a performance. It's one of those things where it's like you have fun playing a villain kind of performance. I wonder how many of the supporting roles have been just villains.
I know
Like
both of them this year. Both of them this year were villains. I thought that was cool.
the funny thing, the fucking scene where he's like, "Do you like black girls?" I love that.
That is very funny. A very funny scene. How
Yeah.
he just his walk is like an all-time walk in that movie.
Oh
Just the
yeah.
way his character walks.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Matt, for Amy Madigan, she fun fact, she's the first actress to win best supporting actress for a horror movie since Ruth Gordon in Rosemary's Baby.
That is true. Yes, it's been a while since we've had a horror uh, nominee win for
Mhm.
anything at the Oscars, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
At least since fellow uh, Massachusetts actress and comedian Ruth Gordon.
Yes. And this is Sean Penn's third Oscar.
Two of them being in the category of supporting actor.
Sean Penn.
Yeah.
I thought he got two leads. No,
Was
for
Mystic
two
best,
River a
leads.
lead? I thought that was
Maybe I might be wrong.
maybe I might be wrong. I thought there were I thought his was no, Tim Robbins was supporting. I had it completely backwards.
It's all good. I second guessed myself too. I couldn't. I haven't even seen Mystic River, so I don't even know how I would even know that.
right?
But
So now
yeah,
we're into actress and actor. And these two were the favorites.
These two were definitely the favorites going into the ceremony, and they're definitely the ones that won. And I think it's because this sort of lineup was also the winners at the BAFTAs and definitely at the SAG Awards, or as they're known, the Actors Awards.
yeah.
Don't call it the Actors Awards. That just sounds like a 0 out of 10.
It
Yeah,
sounds so
I don't.
generic.
I don't like it. It should be SAG Awards.
Mhm.
It should be the Pro Union American and International Actors Achievement Awards. That should be what it's called.
Yeah.
I don't know what the acronym for that is off the top of my head, but
So yeah, actress went to Jessie Buckley, and I thought it was going to be Rose Byrne, and then I saw that Jessie Buckley had won at all the other major award shows, so I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be her then.
personally, Rose Byrne was my favorite performance of this lineup.
Yeah,
But
I was
I
telling
don't.
Zack that
Mhm.
Conan's and If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, and he was kind of a dick.
Yeah, he mentioned at the Oscars that he was in that movie, which was pretty
And
funny.
he's a dick.
Mm-hmm. Again, and that was an A24 movie, right?
Yeah.
You just never know who's going to show up in an A24 movie. Conan
So,
O'Brien.
one thing I will say about Kate Hudson, though, right, is she got the Razzie Redeemer Award.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. I can get to that. I could do the Razzies this year.
Oh yeah, we
But-
do that because we're almost done with this one. Yeah.
But let's lightning round through this, and then we'll
We don't have to lightning round because we've got like three other
Oh, right.
three other
Go ahead.
categories.
Well, no, I was gonna say we'll finish those, and then we'll do the Razzies.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah,
The
I was happy
alternative, the
Jessie
bad
Buckley
ones.
won. She had a good speech, and she's the first Irish actress to win Best Actress in a Leading Role.
Really?
And then
Yes, at least according to Wikipedia.
so
I always
Michael B.
trust the free
Jordan,
encyclopedia.
he
Mhm.
technically won twice.
Michael B. Jordan won twice.
That's
Yeah.
not how that works. Wish it was.
He played two characters.
So did Wagner Mora. Spoilers.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah, and it says it here that he played two characters.
Oh wait, no, false. He played three.
Oh, he played three
Actually,
characters.
false. It's two characters, and one of them is the false identity of one of them.
Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's so complicated. So he's like Peter Sellers in Doctor Strangelove.
Well, in
So
Doctor Strangelove, he does play three separate characters.
Read separate characters. But yeah, Michael B. Jordan winning. Like, if you told me when Sinners came out that he'd be winning an Oscar for the movie, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But not that it wasn't a great performance. I'm just like, I had no idea like it was even possible for him to win, and he won, and I was really happy for him. And playing for two parts. Were you guys surprised Timothy Chalamet didn't win?
No, because he wasn't
No.
going to even before those comments.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Yeah, I saw
But,
something online. Oh, go ahead.
I think I don't know if this is what you were gonna say, but I
Mhm.
also saw something online that said Marty Supreme didn't. Oh, spoilers! Marty Supreme didn't win any of the Oscars it was nominated for, and then someone said, "Oh, this is the most Marty Mauser possible thing the Oscars could have done, him losing all of the Oscar nominations." And it's you know what? Yeah, it is. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think Timothy Chalamet, he's got enough juice in him to win leading performance in the future. I think. I thought this was a good performance from him, especially compared to the last year's performance he was in. Because we're gonna get like we're gonna get a Timothy Chalamet film at the end of every year, and for the foreseeable future.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna every December is just
Yeah, every December.
Shalacember.
No,
Yeah, 'cause
no,
this
Matt. You have to say it like this. Alex, say it.
Chalamet. You gotta say it like Adam Sandler.
Chalamet. I was trying to turn Chalamet into a month, like
Shalamember.
Shalamember or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Because there was Wonka, there was
A Complete Unknown.
and then there's Marty Supreme, and then next year is gonna be Dune. So
Yeah, so it's like 4 Decembers in a row.
I think they moved Dune 3 to December, right?
They did. It's coming out the same day as Avengers Doomsday, which I don't think that's gonna stay.
No, it won't.
Yeah, that's not
Nope.
I think they're gonna move one of them up a week or back a week or something.
Nope. Dune better stay firm, stay strong, and stay in those IMAX theaters.
Avengers will probably come out at Christmas then.
Yeah, they'll move it on Christmas Day. I mean, they could, or move it like I said, a week before or after Dune. I don't know. But the one thing I was gonna say, just one thing about Timothy Chalamet, just when Marty Supreme, I saw something online that said people didn't like how he didn't really sound like Marty Reisman, and he kind of just didn't really have a New York accent. He just kind of sounded like Timothy Chalamet
Um,
in his performance. I saw that online that some people were saying that
I
that
mean, does it
not that
sound
that's
like
the reason not that's the reason he lost, but I just thought, oh yeah, he just kind of sounded like himself in the movie.
Well, does it sound like I have a Boston accent?
no.
No,
Now, if I lived in Boston, would you be like, I don't believe him. He doesn't have a Boston accent.
yeah, I
Well,
mean your accent isn't thick like the people that live in Boston, and then like our accents might sound. So you're right, like to other states and people that we have an accent.
right. So the last two,
And
they
also,
both.
he is from New York too. So
Hmm.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
that is true. Yes. Yep, the last two.
They both
Best
went to the same
directing.
film.
best director.
It finally went to PTA.
Yay!
PTA, more like PTA.
Cue the drum.
The dudes.
Matt, I'm going to fucking kill you for that.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah,
Laser beams, laser beams.
But yeah, very, very, very well deserved for Paul Thomas Anderson to win. I mean, this lineup was pretty stacked. I I don't know. I think I would have Guillermo del Toro, I feel like should have been here, but I don't know who I would take out to replace him. But he also won before, so but I mean Chloe Zhao also won before. But yeah,
ridiculous.
glad Paul Thomas Anderson won. It was deserved.
And then Best Picture went to One Battle After Another. I see why.
Oh,
And
you didn't like ramp it up. You just said it went to.
Ew.
You should have said, you just, and then you should have said something like F1. Yeah.
right, yeah, actually, no, F1. You guys won Best Picture.
Yay! We won. We actually won.
Hey,
I
come
like
on
the
down, Jerry Bruckheimer.
I like the way you said that, Alex, because it's how they said it with La La Land and Moonlight.
Yeah, I was making a reference to
Yeah.
that.
F1, you won. You actually won Best Picture. It's not a joke.
Yeah, they open it. They
Wait,
open
what
it
do
up.
you think would have happened
They
though
say
if that?
F1, and then the guys have to come out, and it's like, no, no other choice won. Look,
It wasn't
Wait,
even nominated.
wasn't even nominated.
wait, what do you guys think would have happened though if that guy kept his mouth shut? Would La La Land actually have won?
No, because it didn't win.
Because it did they probably would have had to say, I don't know. They would have figured it out maybe after the ceremony. I
Like,
don't
you know what I
know.
mean? Like, if that guy kept his mouth shut.
Hmm. I mean, Warren Beatty was definitely like you could tell he like knew that something was wrong because it said best actress on it. But then Faye Dunaway just blurts out La La Land. And then they all go up and then there's people running across the stage.
That's so goddamn awkward, though. But you know what? Moonlight is probably one of the best winners of the last decade.
In my best picture ranking, because I've seen all the winners, it's in the top 10. Because I just think it was just so different and it winning,
I think
like,
this just means that La La
yeah,
Land is the runner-up, the very
basically,
close
yeah.
runner-up.
Right. I mean, it won the most awards that year. Just like One Battle After Another won 6 Oscars this year.
Does Faye Dunaway need glasses?
Yeah, they also
So,
they also were both like pushing 80 years old at the time.
Yeah.
So
He was also in that shitty Bye Bye Man movie.
that
speaking
wasn't
of
for
that-
another like year after the ceremony. So
No,
she's
it
also
was
she's
no,
also kind of a she's also kind of a bitch in real life.
no, that came out before that
came
ceremony.
out before. When did it came out? I thought it was 2018.
No, it was 2017. It came out in January.
I'm off by a year again. God, I'm like, I need to be recalibrated.
But speaking of the Bye Bye Man, let's transition to the opposite of the Oscars, the Razzies.
The Bye Bye Man was not nominated for Razzies.
No, I know. I'm just
So
saying
like
that
for
'cause
terrible.
You're just saying
and,
bad movie. Yeah, that's fine. So every year there's a Razzies. I've talked about it before. I don't know why I talk about it because I criticize it a lot. But
Okay.
this year we've had the Golden Raspberries, and I know Alex is hardcore shooter for one of the. I don't know why I keep saying the euphemism shooter, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
He's a hardcore simp for one of the movies that's nominated here because it's his least favorite movie of the year, 0 out of 10. So I'm gonna go through the nominees, and then at the very end, I'll talk about the 10 shortlisted films for Worst Picture. I'm trying to watch them. I've watched 8.5 of them. So I'm sorry. I wanted to watch them all before this upcoming pod episode, or podisode, if you will. Matt, never say that again. But I didn't get to. But I'll go into that. So we mentioned that Kate Hudson won the Razzie Redeemer Award. Razzie Redeemer Award is always given to the person who was a previous winner or nominee that then goes on to a win. Like or does a critically acclaimed performance or thing. That's much better than their Razzie win.
Mhm. Yeah.
So like Affleck won it, Stallone won it, Melissa McCarthy's won it, Eddie
Adam
Murphy's won it,
Sandler.
uh, Pamela Anderson's won it, Will Smith's won it. So it's a categories where it was like you've won here before, but you've done a good thing, and we'll award you for that. So technically, Song Sung Blue is a Razzie winning movie, but
Well,
not
no.
not in the way you think.
So the reason that so 5 years ago she won worst something for that Sia movie Music,
Worst actress, yes.
and I was telling Zack, if I remembered correctly, I think that was the movie that made fun of autistic people.
Okay. I mean, that's how it ends up. So it's supposed to be about an autistic child, um, and her growing up and the way she sees the world and stuff like that. But from what I hear, it's just not good. It just doesn't turn out that way, and it just seems like just a bad movie to be about or to talk about autistic people in a way. So I haven't seen it yet. I have morbid curiosity to see it. So maybe, but I'm not excited about it.
All right, so worst screenplay went to War of the Worlds.
Went to War of the Worlds for quote adapting, and then in parentheses, or
Or
destroying
destroying.
the classic novel by H.G. Wells. That's another thing about the Razzies. They think they're funny.
And I just want to say to the world that Matt and Alex called this months ago that
Yes.
that War of the Worlds would, I incorrectly
Sweep.
said to them at the time, swept the awards, but it missed out on one of the awards, but nearly a sweep, which you both said months ago.
Nearly a sweep. Yes.
Yes.
So, and then worst remake, ripoff, or sequel went to
War of the
War of the
Worlds.
Worlds.
Jinx
I mean-
again. You owe each other sodas.
So I haven't seen Five Nights at Freddy's 2, but I know it's probably ass.
We should probably well let's watch it together. We'll all have a good laugh.
Yeah, well, that'll be like the epilogue of when we watch Twin Peaks. Whenever we do that, we'll just watch Five Nights at Freddy too.
Oh yeah, we're still doing the Twin Peaks watch, everyone. We're now in the uncharted territory, also known as the second half of season 2 of Twin Peaks.
Mhm.
So
It will get good. I promise you.
so we
Yes.
finished episode 20, I believe.
Yes, we did. Do we want to talk about just like our last session and then our next session and our next episode?
We'll probably talk about Twin Peaks in the next episode.
Yeah, well,
and
that'll
we'll
be the
add-
next
or
episode.
when we finish all of season 2, and then I want to get your thoughts on it. And then we'll do the movie and then the Star series.
Yes, that'll be good. But yes, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. What else was nominated for the sequel remake?
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That was not great.
That was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I probably wouldn't have nominated for a Razzie. I just think it was kind of forgettable. Like a forgettable, yeah.
Smurfs,
Then it was also up against the Smurfs movie with Rihanna, or as she likes to call herself, Rihanna. Which I guess is how
I'm sure that was
she
a
would know,
zero out of
I guess.
Yeah, I guess she would know her own name, right?
Yeah, she will do anything but release an album.
Right. She almost. Did you guys see? She almost got shot.
What?
No.
Yeah, she almost got shot. So there was a crazed like person that was obsessed with her that went to her house and she was home. I think she was in. She has an RV that she hangs in like near where her property is, and there was somebody had a woman from of all states, Florida, went near her house, and again, nothing against people from Florida, but I just thought it was kind of, well, they have everybody, but anyway, so she was like shot at her house, and like there were two bullet holes in the RV, and Rihanna was in the RV, so yeah, that also happened since the last episode. I was surprised. I'm surprised that wasn't like on Twitter as much, but my mom saw it. It was on the news on one of my mom's like entertainment shows she watches. But glad Riri's okay, and that person will probably never get out of prison.
All right, so this next
Yeah,
thing that
wait,
was-
hold on. This is just I'm just like learning about this. So, it was her and ASAP Rocky in the SUV.
I think he might have been in it too. Yeah.
Damn,
Um,
that's
yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. This is like, when was the last time there's been like a stalker case like this?
Yeah, it was in the
Like,
it was a stalker case.
like I can't remember. Like, I don't want to say like Bjork stalker or something like that, but because that was like a little different. That was like stalk you, hate that you married someone, and then like send you an acid bomb in the mail for killing myself. That was Bjork stalker. Yeah, he was crazy.
So this next winner, it kind of pisses me off because it won not once but twice for worst supporting actor and worst screen combo. The Dwarves.
The dwarfs from Snow
The
White.
dwarfs.
The dwarfs. So
I'm like,
so they got all 7 awards.
so it won not once but twice.
Matt, they should have did what they did to Walt
Technically,
Disney. They
14
should have
times.
Matt, they oh my god, Matt, they should have did like they did for Walt Disney. They should have given 7 little Razzie awards.
Yeah, they should have done that.
Just like Walt Disney getting 7 little Oscars from Shirley Temple.
Yeah, and I think the Screen Combo one is the only one that War of the Worlds hasn't won so far, and that was for Ice Cube and his Zoom camera. They think they're so goddamn funny.
That shouldn't be funny. I don't know why I laughed.
Okay, so the other one, not one. So I'm guessing this person is related to Sylvester for Gunslingers.
Scarlett Rose Stallone.
Yeah, it's his daughter, right? I think it's his daughter.
0 out of 10,
Yeah.
either way.
So it's like now they're punishing his kids for him being a shitty actor, or at least
Instead-
being an actor that's in shitty movies.
Well, I
Yes.
hear Gunslingers
they are,
is not a good
Mhm.
movie, but also they're just doing it because haha, it's a Stallone, and not nominating Gal Gadot, who gave probably one of my least favorite performances from
It's
last.
probably the worst performance of her career, to be honest. Although, I mean, she hasn't made a lot of movies, but
It was not good.
yeah, but I know, Alex, I like that. No, me stating the obvious. Yes, that's why she won, because her dad is Sylvester Stallone. But
And then-
Gunslingers, I know that movie was bad.
So this next one, I'm not going to entertain it because it's a movie I haven't seen and it looked like shit. Rebel Wilson won for Worst Actress.
In Bride, hard.
Hard.
Die
and then
Hard, but at a wedding.
And then these last three, they all went to the same fucking movie. Ice Cube, the director
War
of
of the Worlds,
and
which
War of the
we-
Worlds Worst Picture.
So give it up for War of the Worlds on Amazon.
Which was made 5 years before it came out.
Slow clap.
For winning just as many Razzies as One Battle After Another won Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
So 1,
believe.
2, 3. I'm counting.
Oh, One Battle
Four.
After Another won 6. So
War of the Worlds won 6
Ignore
as
that.
well.
6 or 5.
no,
Oh, wait, no, that
5.
was 5. I was looking at the nominations list. My bad.
You're good. That's why I apologize. I got ahead of myself. It was a near sweep at the Razzies. It would have been the first since Jack and Jill, like Alex said.
Yep. But yeah, those are the awards.
Yep, that's
But-
the end of awards season, folks. Another year of awards.
So, and like I said,
yeah.
I've been trying to watch all the Worst Picture nominees because I like to torture myself for a living.
Oh.
And
I thought that was me that did that shit.
No, you do it out of spite, which is kind of weird because the only one you're spiting is yourself.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
And then
But
I guess
before
I
we
guess
play
for me I kind of do both. I mean, I don't
you say to our friend like Sean will say like no, I'm not gonna watch Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
And then he fucking does.
And then you'll be like, oh, you don't want to watch fucking Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates? Well, I'll watch Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates and see how you like it. And you'll just watch it out of spite. And I'm
I
like,
haven't
why
done
do you
that
do that?
in years, dude.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a while ago. Oh,
That was 5 years ago.
yeah. Fine. I'm sorry. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
you're gonna watch the
No,
best.
no,
You're gonna watch the worst picture nominees.
Yeah, so and no, I haven't watched Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, so I'm not gonna say like whether or not it's bad or good.
You're not going to entertain that
haven't-
idea.
No,
I
no.
I
So,
haven't either, Matt. So
not that I won't watch it. It's just that I don't have.
same.
Okay, but anyway, So every year, the Razzies put out a short list of what will possibly be nominated because, unlike the Oscars, where it's like you have to be part, you can actually go online to the Golden Raspberries website and you can actually uh, sign up and become a voting member for the Razzies. You could do this every year, and then you can re-up it every year. Become a voting member for the Golden Raspberries, and then every year they get sent like an email for the nominees that they put out, right? And you can put in write-ins. They don't usually get people don't usually get written in all the time, except there was like a director nominee I remember back in like 2017 that got written in or something like that. But other than that, usually the nominees they put out are the ones, which is why Gal Gadot doesn't get nominated. I think there's someone that knows her or something. I don't know. There's some chicanery going on. But anyway, they nominated 10 films this year for the worst picture, and then they pare it down to the 5 that eventually was nominated, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I am on track to try to watch all 10. So, and like I said, I only watched 9.5. The one that I haven't seen is the film After the Hunt. That was one of the possibilities for worst picture from Luco Guadagnino. But it's fine
Oh, yeah,
because
that one.
yeah, the fucking Me Too movie with Julia Roberts. I haven't watched it yet. I was gonna before the pod, but I didn't have time. But like I said, it's okay because it wasn't nominated for anything at this Golden Raspberries. So I'll just leave it off. And then next episode, when I see you guys, I will tell you where it ranked in the list, if there's any possible changes. Now, before I got onto the pod, I was trying to finish up this movie, which I'm tentatively putting at number 9, right? And that is the film In the Lost Lands, right? It's not good, but it's from Paul W.S. Anderson, so the other Paul Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
He is known as the example of vulgar auteur, which I thought was just a term because people wanted to academically talk about horror movies and shitty sci-fi action films in an academic way. So they just came up with a term when they started seeing like the various filmmakers who had a specific style in this field. So is it a good movie, and is it why that it's ranked so low on this list?
No.
No. I kind of admire that Paul W.S. Anderson has his own specific style. Do I think it looks like if Zack Snyder was directing Mad Max, or some adaptation of Stephen King's version of the gunslinger stories? Maybe. But but there's something I admire about it, even though I don't love it. I don't know. It's I'm just tentatively putting it here. I also still have about 15 to 20 minutes left in the film, so it might get worse. But tentatively, I'm just gonna put it right here. Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't hate Dave Bautista in it, but he doesn't really help his performance. Neither does Mila Jovovich. I don't know. It's just a whatever movie. It's not one that I hate. I feel like there's very few movies this year that I feel like I actively hate, except the Minecraft movie.
That movie was garbage.
Was not good. Not nominated for Razzies, but that would have been like my worst picture pick.
And
You
then
see,
Jack
I feel
Black.
like my least favorite movie of the year is one where I'm like, you know?
Yeah.
It's one that I just don't like.
For me, that was
So
War of the Worlds.
fair. All right, at number 8, I have this fucking movie, which I didn't know anything at all about this movie, and it is this action film which looks like it was in the Walmart bargain bin. But to be fair, that's a lot of movies in this lineup. And it is the Josh Duhamel led film Off the Grid. It's kind of boring, but in the most like nonchalant kind of way. Like there's nothing totally abhorrent to me about it. Although I will say one of the villains in it, played by I think it was played by David Lipper. He is he's playing the villain as if how how should I describe him? The way he's playing the villain is if Severus Snape was playing Anton Chigurh. That's the only way for me to describe how the look that he has for the movie.
Oh, jeez.
And Greg Kinnear is also in it. He's one of the this film's only nomination at the Razzies for worst supporting actor. I didn't think he was absolutely terrible performance, but I wouldn't give him like a Golden Globe or something like that for it, you know. He mostly spends his time walking around the woods and complaining about the weather and the bugs.
Oh,
You know,
jeez.
he does have one scene where he threatens Maria Camargo with some very awful things if she doesn't tell him where this kid is, because the kid has information about Josh Duhamel's character. Basically, it's Off the Grid. Josh Duhamel is a nuclear physicist, and he doesn't want to help people like like use the technology to kill people or something like that. So he goes off the grid and into hiding, and then basically they try to find him.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but he's like got part of the woods like all fucking home alone and shit.
What the fuck? That sounds awful.
There's some wild moments that entertained me, which is why I put it a little low on the list. So, and then I have, this is the first of the actual Best Picture nominees. At number 7, I have the Electric State. So here we go in the bad ones. So it's from Netflix, the producers of various not real movies. And this is definitely one of those. It feels like it's very trying to evoke a Spielberg-esque kind of science fiction film, but the one they want to, it seems like they're taking the most from and emulating from is not something really good like Close Encounters or anything like that, or E.T. It feels like they're cribbing from Ready Player One, which I don't know why that would be the one you would want to take from Spielberg movies, but I'm also not the one of the geniuses known as the Russo brothers. So What do I know? I don't have the same money they have. So I feel like, I don't know, in the grand scheme of it, it's kind of inoffensive in a way. Like I don't feel like I'm actively dying inside, but I feel like, man, Millie Bobby Brown is talking to a robot Mr. Peanut. I'm like,
And
what?
isn't it voiced by like Woody Harrelson or some dumb shit?
Hold on. Yes. Yes, it is.
That whole movie was just a big clusterfuck.
It's just a bunch of random things. You want to see like maybe a slightly better movie about a similar dystopian place that doesn't try to crib off of something? Maybe watch, I don't know,
Ready
The
Player
Creator.
One.
Like either watch Ready Player One or watch maybe The Creator or something like that. I didn't love that movie either, but I feel like it's definitely trying.
That one from like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, this movie has like the charisma of a Ready Player One with the comedic timing and performances of the Marvel movie, of which people love, specifically with Chris Pratt and Anthony Mackie's relationship. They're not gay, but they're like friends, and Anthony Mackie is like a robot.
Jeez. Oh,
Anthony
man.
Mackie is a robot. Okay.
Anthony Mackie is a robot. So, like I said, in the grand scheme of it, inoffensive, but it's like, I don't know, why even bother? That's kind of what you get with sci-fi action films from Netflix, I guess. At number 6, I have the action film Love Hurts.
That one was very disappointing.
Yeah, I feel like there should have been something else in it, I guess. I watched it earlier today. So I feel like the main positive thing I can take away from Love Hurts, right,
Yeah.
is just Ke-Huy Quan. Obviously, this movie's banking in on his success from Everything Everywhere All at Once, in which he's great in, got the Oscar for it, definitely deserved. It's a fantastic performance. Career return for him, you know? He's even in it with Sean Astin's in it, so, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, he is.
That
Yeah,
is funny, isn't it?
From the Goonies.
And now he's the
and
head of the Screen Actors Guild.
there we go.
Yes. He succeeded Fran Drescher.
God, I hate the sound of her voice. I'm not gonna get into that right now.
No, but she was good during the strike. She did a good job. I mean, it was a tough situation, but yeah, I mean, some people's voices aren't the best for a lot of people.
But like I was saying, this movie just basically kind of rides
Yeah.
off of just
Mhm.
his charisma, but you need something else.
Besides whatever it
Other
was,
than that,
a 90-minute movie just on his charisma probably isn't enough.
yeah.
No.
So I'm like, I probably would have liked it a little more if there was a little more substance in it. It all takes place on like Valentine's Day, and he is a real estate agent who was previously a hitman for a boss who is also his brother. And
Mhm.
now like a person who he had saved is now back, who's also his romantic interest. Played by Ariana DeBose, who I gotta say, she's gotta pick better stuff.
I was
She's
just gonna say she seems like
awful in this.
she's been in a lot of trash movies since she won an Oscar.
Yeah, I swear, was it just working with Spielberg that helped her, or is she not a good actor?
I mean, she was in the original
I
cast.
don't want to say she's a bad actress. I don't want to say that. But it seems like she's just picked like bad stuff since, you know?
Yeah, she does. That that best supporting actress curse that I call it is still ringing strong. Although with Amy Madigan winning, she's already had a career, so it probably won't really affect her as much. But yeah, she has to pick better movies, Ariana DeBose, or go back to doing theater,
Hmm.
or maybe do some TV, or maybe get a new agent. I don't know.
Oh,
How many are left? 5 or
5.
4?
Yes, I got 5. At number 5, I have Disney Snow White.
We've talked about that several times.
And
Can
also, everybody should know that story at this point.
can we stop remaking Disney films? I know that's the first thing everyone says when we talk about this, but I feel like now the tides are turning so much more than they were, I don't know, like a decade ago. I mean,
They're never
people were
they're never
saying that still back
gonna
then, but I mean, also back then they were getting Oscar nominations. You know, Cinderella and the Beauty and the Beast remake all had gotten like Oscar nominations. Now with Pinocchio and this version of Snow White, they are firmly in Razzie territory. Nobody wants them. They give 0 out of 10 performances, like with Gal Gadot, right?
Yeah.
She is awful in this.
Oh,
At least
speaking of somebody that was in a movie with
someone that was
Ariana
in a movie.
DeBose.
Yeah, and also speaking of Spielberg too, so both in a Spielberg movie. Uh, really, also another movie that kind of wants to ape off of someone's success, but can't really tread off of their charisma alone. Rachel Zegler is good in the movie. I will say that.
She is good in the movie, and I don't.
Um,
The movie was not. The movie was, just if subpar. I mean, Alex and I didn't hate the movie. I mean, obviously, it's a Disney remake, so you
I
kind of
don't
know what
hate.
you're getting
Yeah,
yourself into.
I don't hate the movie either. I kind of
There's just parts of it, like Gal
I
Gadot's performance, and what were you gonna say? Sorry.
I kind of hate what it stands for in the medium, or or like what it's supposed to, and I
Yeah,
think it does go with, well, it probably does go with most of the Disney remakes. They're
yeah.
just farther for the eventual public
Streaming
domain.
service.
They're just for the eventual like public domain acquisition of their intellectual property. They are meant for replacement. So that way they can use that as an excuse to keep the thing that they own in copyright.
So
And
when
it's
when
Oh,
so in 2035, when Snow White is public domain, do
they're
you think
gonna
they're going to be able? Do you think they'll be able to stop it from like being free for everybody?
no, the specific version.
Yeah, the world might be over by then. Who knows?
It'll have to be the specific version that you see for Snow White will be in the public domain, but the official version will look a little more like Rachel Zegler. It'll look a little more Colombian.
um all right, so what's the next one here?
All right, number 4 is Hurry Up Tomorrow. The fucking goddamn ad for the fucking Weeknd's latest album.
Yeah, no, we don't need to go into that.
It
That's
got
all. That's
okay,
It
all.
looked like
so
crap. It looked like crap.
it's also a stalker movie. I don't know how Jenna Ortega didn't get nominated as well. So maybe someone at the Razzies knows her too. I don't know. Doesn't want to be mean to her.
Yeah,
But
but she's still early in her career. Yeah.
she's not good in this. and it's very disappointing because it's from Trey Edward Schultz, and he made the film Waves from like that was 7 years ago. So, but Waves is a good movie,
Jenna
and I don't know what
Ortega's
happened.
Jenna Ortega's performances are usually not terrible.
I don't know what happened between Waves and now for him to be like, oh, we can do a movie with The Weeknd, and it'll be about a weird stalker who tries to fucking misery him. There's literally a scene where, okay, at the end of the film, after a bunch of weirdo nonsense bullshit that doesn't add to anything, right?
Mhm.
You see, as I'm going down the list, and I start being like very mean to the movies. Um, uh, there's a scene where he's literally tied to the bed, misery style, and Jenna Ortega is literally singing his songs.
Oh my god.
Like he's tied to the bed, like scared out of his mind, and she's singing "Blinded by Light." It's very funny.
I would laugh at that. How did that not get more Razzie nominations?
Oh,
So bad. It sounds so bad.
it does. It's very bad.
I think I know what the last three are.
Probably, yeah. At number 3 is Star Trek Section
That's
31.
what I was gonna get.
Which was so
I
must
just heard it.
admit, Star Trek, I haven't really delved into it. I want to delve into it. It seems like there's a lot with it, so I want to watch the shows and the films, of course, but
Mhm.
I just haven't done that yet. So
Yeah, I haven't
I'm
either.
not one of those people that is just hardcore like I'm into Star Wars, not Star Trek or something like that. Or I'm not one of those. I'm not a hardcore Star Wars shooter. I use
There
the
you
phrase
go.
again.
I'll have to include that as the title of the actually, maybe don't include that as the title of the episode.
Yeah, we don't. We also talked about a shooter in the episode, like an actual shooter.
Oh yeah. Let's not. Yeah. But yeah. So that seemed like. I mean, I'm surprised it made the short list, but I know Star Trek fans didn't like it.
Yeah, Star Trek Section 31 is visually a mess.
Mhm.
I didn't like it. I
Oh,
didn't like the word. It
I'm
just
sorry that
seemed
had to be one of
like
the first. I'm sorry that had to be
cheap.
one of the first Star Trek things you've seen.
I think if I watched the Star Trek series that it's connected to, like Discovery,
Oh yeah, people like
I
that.
I'd probably be more interested in like or at least more invested into this, but
Mhm.
I'm not. So me kind of being thrown into it is a lot. So
Mhm.
um maybe this will go up and maybe I'd have more respect for what it's trying to do a little bit, but say, it just didn't work in a way or something like that. Um, maybe, but at the moment, I feel it's just a messy looking spin-off, uh, starring a good actress. I mean, it's Michelle Yeoh in it, and people were saying she was bad in Wicked for good, and I'm like, y'all haven't seen Star Trek Section 31.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's not goddamn awful, but people were saying like she gives the worst performance in Wicked, and it's like, no, 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 you
Her singing wasn't that
you
great, but I
you
mean,
poor children. Yeah, well, yeah, she's
but I
not a
mean, she's not
singer.
a singer. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be too mean.
All right, I think the next one is not War of the Worlds.
Uh, I will say, after watching this one, I almost put it at number one, because of how goddamn boring, confusing, and how much of a goddamn Walmart bargain bin DVD action film it is. In the
Alarum.
worst possible way. It's alarum. It's alarum. This fucking Scott Eastwood,
Is this the one you were watching
Sylvester
tonight?
Stallone. No, I'm watching In the Lost Lands. This
Okay.
fucking Scott Eastwood, Sylvester Stallone spy action film with awful effects. It's terribly written. It's oh my god. Oh. It's 95 minutes, but it feels like a long time.
I believe
Yeah,
it.
I believe it. It can happen.
And the last one, I already know it. We don't have to get into it.
We don't have to get into it. It's War of the Worlds. It's at number
Yes.
one because I'm just kind of astonished by it, and that
Oh,
gives
yeah.
me awe in a way. I'm
Oh, yeah.
kind of in awe by it, that it exists and that it's real. If you told me like 6 years ago, hey, there's gonna be a Amazon Prime movie with Ice Cube based on War of the Worlds, and for most of the movie, he's going to be sitting at a chair, talking into his camera at his hacker son, pregnant wife, Roderick.
You mean
and
pregnant? You mean pregnant daughter?
pregnant daughter. Sorry, the
You said
dead
pregnant
wife. The wife is dead.
Pregnant Roderick.
Pregnant Roderick. Ava Longoria.
Oh,
And-
Eva Longoria, no. I forgot
Poor
she was in
Greg.
this.
and fighting with Phil Coulson.
Yeah, fighting with Phil Coulson, yes.
And it's going to be considered one of the worst movies ever made because it's just an Amazon ad. If you told me that 6 years ago, I would not believe you. But I would be in awe because, wow, that is incredibly detailed. That you would describe a movie starring Ice Cube where he sits at his computer desk for a very long time, talking with his hacker son, pregnant Roderick, Ava Longoria, and Phil Coulson.
And the best one of all, it's
It's
you.
you?
It's
you.
you. Well, kind of, yes.
And with that, that concludes the award season of 2025.
Yay.
Morning.
Top of the morning to you. No, it's morning. Bye.
Okay, Dad.